So this is how to identify a child abductor. Someone who has interest in abducting children. So these are some of the potential warnings that you should look out to. One is that they have excessive interest in children, okay, especially if it's not age appropriate. Okay, uh, whether teenager, young one, a small one, but this person or this young one, because these abductors use even children to commit their crimes. So these are some of the signs, some of the traits. So if it is not age appropriate and you see this person having excessive interest in a child, then you should pay attention. Okay, so that would be one sign. So then there are these ones who don't come, who are not spontaneous. It's something that they've been planning, so they plan it for a while. So they show a lot of excessive love to a specific and a particular child. All right, and yourself, you still don't know them. They have not introduced themselves to you. They have not told you who they are, and for some reason you're not feeling comfortable with them, but they have so much interest in your child. And that could be one of the signs of abductors. So there's also showing children explicit or inappropriate content. So they call a specific child or your child or in the neighborhood, and they show them TV. They show them the phone, and and maybe what they're showing them is not making sense. Then you should be cautious. You should pay attention to that. Another one would be using manipulation or coercion to get children to do something they're uncomfortable with. For example, like hugging. They force this child to either hug, to breathe, or to go and buy for them something in the shop, or to send them, and they're forcing them to do it. That could be one of the signs of a potential abductor. Yeah, so when you see these signs, then you have a reason to be alarmed. Okay, and then I'll also just give you tips on knowing a child who could be lost, and you'd want to help. So how to identify a child who is lost? One, look for signs of fear and anxiety. Okay, they look fearful and they look nervous, so you look out for these ones, and they're in a place and they're trying to look this side and they're trying to look this side. And so you can reach out and from a distance ask them if they're okay, or maybe you send a security personnel who is around to go and talk to them and reach out to them, because it's safe that way, so that you don't become a suspect as well. Okay, also one sign that a child could be lost would be they are crying or appearing scared, and they're alone. The younger ones will cry. Okay, yeah, the younger ones will cry. Young from 1 to 5, those ones will cry. Even 6 will cry, but 7, 9 up to teenagers, they look nervous and they will look fearful. And if you're someone who knows children, you should be able to read the faces of these people. Okay, and so there's another one would be looking around frantically or seeming disoriented. They're looking there and they're looking here and they're looking up and they're looking. So from a distance, just try and say, hi, are you okay? Yeah, and if it's a child who needs help, then they would say, no, I'm not fine because of 1, 2, 3. Or you'd send, still I would advise that you send a security guard or a police to just go and ask them if they were fine. That way, it's safe. Then there would be also difficult providing the full name or contact info. Okay, you try and ask them, who are you, and where are your parents, and for some reason they can't, because this child is already panicking. So when people panic, including children, we forget information that is crucial. So this also happens with children. And another sign would be the younger one would run. Some would run and just hug anyone. When the moment they realize that they're lost and they can't see anyone they know and they're feeling scared, they would run and just hug you or hug someone without knowing who they are. And so these are some of the signs that you need to look out for, and it is really good that even when you're out there and you're during this festive season, please watch out for your children and another person's child, just so that we can care about them. Thank you, and be safe, and keep them safe as well. Bye bye.